What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UNLV Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Smith dropping to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Bears will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. So the UNLV Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The grab. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with Young.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Smith wants to throw. Complete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith dropping to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Bears will punt this one away. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. He leaves it with his back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Mayo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Rebels are on the move. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's caught. It's Mayo. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to keep it in the air.
Still.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Smith wants to throw. Got his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Bears in the hurry up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bears send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that pass is caught at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vegas. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Baylor! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen.
Picked off. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, UNLV. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Smith dropping to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the outside. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves possession to steal a few more points here before the half.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
So we started a tradition of like trying to go see the best play at every stadium.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32.
And when New York, everybody thinks I should go to the Yankees. To the racism with my grandfather.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Takes a hit as he fires. Right on target this time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, UNLV.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
And the Bears will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. That's caught. It's Mayo. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from... He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Pulls and fired complete. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They'll finally drag him, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Offense in a split backfield. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs for the tackle. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They're going to ride this running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Three, showed it all on that run. The Bears are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And on offense, you know this is four-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Bears! Great job by the back on the option.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Going for the big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Rebels will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Schwartz. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. third down play from the gun. It's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
That doesn't seem right. How many is it? 75 an hour?
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith dropping to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They're facing a 3rd down. To the ground with the back. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, They're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They want that clock to run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Rebels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Right back to it. There he goes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And 1st down for the offense.